Anthony Schwartz is 6 foot, 180. He's a wide receiver out of Auburn. Lines up at split flanker, slot receiver, a ton of slot, a lot of move stuff. I think he's got very good hands, very good to great hands, natural hands away from his body, looks the ball in. I think he generally does a great job. You can see him looking the football in there away from his body, positioning his body as he catches the football and transitioning upfield. His big calling card, even more so than his hands, is his speed. He's billed as the fastest receiver in the draft. I think it's fair to compare him to a little bit to Devin Duvernay, who the Ravens drafted last year, in terms of how he is used in college. A lot of screens, some sweeps, efforts to get him into space. There are distinctions. I think he faces more press coverage than I remember Devin facing in college. I think he's a better route runner than Devin. He's certainly not as good as Devin after the catch at this point. He can be brought down pretty easily. Although you do see him outrun angles. That speed that he is recorded at, he does play at that speed. Here he just beats a blown coverage. But you see it often enough on film to understand him as a vertical threat. I can find 4 players online that the Ravens are reported to have brought in pre-draft. He's one of them. Tevin Jenkins, Zaven Collins, and there's an inside backer that's kind of a late-round guy whose name escapes me. But they brought in Anthony, so there's something there that they like. A lot of gadget stuff, or not gadget, but, college stuff here. He is on another screen. They're trying to set it up with this tight end, and it's read by the corner. You can see he and the quarterback find that out. And this is further evidence of how he catches the football away from his frame, how he looks the ball in, how nicely he transitions, and then the speed and the ability to get upfield and pick up the first down. Third down, Schwartz is out of the slot here. You can see these measure steps off the line, testing this leverage, or the DB's leverage. He's got help over the top. He's pretty concerned about Schwartz beating him inside here on third down. You see that subtle look with his helmet inside. Runs right up on the feet. Pretty explosive off that plant. And see him stack outside. Ball's a little bit behind him. Watch him catch it away from his frame. Eyes upfield, transition. As I mentioned, he's not a tackle breaker the way Duvernay is. Not by a long shot, but nice job on third down here. He does seem to be a soft spot receiver. Good job post-snap kind of finding those holes in zone coverage. Here we see him at the bottom of our screen against man coverage at the line. See again that those measure steps. Sinks his hips, leans outside, and gets the corner to bite. Beats him inside. It's interesting. He gets on top of this corner here. You can see his speed. You can see him tracking the football. But watch at the very end here what happens. This is a well-thrown football to my estimation. Watch him turn his eyes to the safety coming over. Let me see if I can find it. Right there. You see that? You see him turn it the last second to find the safety, then go back to the football. And I think he loses a half step there. He's tracking the football. Watch his helmet. Right there. He comes back to the ball. So the Ravens apparently like him enough to bring him in. To my mind, and they have what he offers generally on the team. Really in two persons, as I see it. He's a little bit, puts me in the mind a little bit of Duvernay. We mentioned that in terms of usage, deep speed, and a little bit of Antoine Wesley. He does not have Wesley's size. He does not have Wesley's route running, to my mind. And he doesn't have Duvernay's physicality. And while I'm drawing a comparison to those two receivers, um, I don't like him as much. I much prefer Devin Duvernay coming out of college and Antoine Wesley as well. He does have great hands. He's a bona fide deep threat. He's a good soft spot receiver as I see it. So there's something there. I'm just not sure he offers anything that the Ravens don't already have.